Hey everyone, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and I have this kind of weird idea. You know how I was talking before on the Stargrave, about the Stargrave. I don't even know how the game is. I never read the rulebook. I didn't touch anything from the universe per se. I only heard good thing about it from YouTube videos, people talking about the game and so on and so forth. But I have an idea, and it might be a little bit weird one. Well, not really weird one, but generally I'm thinking about building kind of a how to even say it, Stargrave-ish-esque universe, team, environment. I'm not even thinking about the environment. I think, well, generally, just starting building your own kind of small universe. Yeah, because we know all that this entire hobbies, the Gaslands, Frostgraves, 40k, Age of Sigmar, whatever other game you're playing is escapism, yeah? Dungeons and Dragons, well, escape is in a purest form. Yeah, but what I want to do is just take trash. Yeah, like, for example, this used up lighter. You can see that it is already disassembled. Yeah, and build it into something that would be working with the Stargrave. So my idea is, maybe starting with some sort of a scrapbot, trashbot, scrapbot, whatever you want to call it. And I want to make them all, roughly in the 28mm scale, just to fit the universe. But generally, I have this idea about working on that this way. Of course, different parts of the universe going to be different. And I know that plenty of people are thinking, when you build something for the space games, you think about planet, about something like Tatooine. Right? Tatooine was the desert planet in Star Wars. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not very good with Star Wars in general. I am more of a Trekkie / Stargate guy. Yeah, Star Wars was always kind of don't know, like, I wouldn't know what to say about Star Wars. I watched, I think, the first 3 movies, and I don't think that I watched anything else. So yeah, for a nerd, not really, massive thing, but generally Star Wars is kind of weird for me. I like the idea of the space mages, but Babylon 5 actually did them better in my opinion. Yeah, they make the techno mages using a technology to imitate magic. Yeah, so yeah. But what I was thinking, the different environments on a different planet would create a different kind of possibilities for dioramas. Yeah, so for example, you can have, of course, desert like speeders from Star Wars. And yes, I know about speeders. I've seen them in ton of videos, and I've seen them in the movie. Yeah, and lighter would make for an excellent engine for a speeder. Yeah, you could leave it unpainted and it would still look good as a engine. Yeah, see-through engine in that case. But like, from all of the trash that I'm collecting, God knows it's a lot. Yeah, because whenever I see something of an interesting shape, I'm like, oh, this can make for a nice plinth, for example, or this can make for a excellent smokestack or something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking about actually starting building some stuff for Stargrave. So yeah, my first idea is, of course, a small ruined settlement, not necessarily in a desert area. I'm thinking more in a Mediterranean, so some greenery, a little bit of local life forms, whatever. Yeah, not necessarily even fully destroyed, maybe just neglected. Yeah. And of course, some service bots trying to fix it, or maybe some crazy captain, crazy mech who is trying to build an army of a small service bots to actually fix up the planet for him. So yeah, let's just get on the table, start building something, and hopefully, this weird almost 6 minutes ramble gonna turn into something much more interesting. So yes, here it is, my lighter. Yeah, well, not mine, I don't smoke. So, straight away, that it isn't mine, but yes, I have plenty of used up lighters around. So first of all, I wish I have better saw. This one isn't bad, but not great either. Okay, I'm gonna just cut in here and get it through, and then be back. So, it turned out that lighters are much harder to cut than I was expecting. I have to cut through half of it before it was actually being able to break. But it braked quite smoothly. Yeah. Like I said, my expectation was that this is gonna be fairly easy to cut, but when you look at how thick the walls actually are, it's surprising. But when you think that it holds somewhat pressurized gas inside, yeah, you would understand why. So we have this, and now just think about something, for the arms. So I have these things. Would that works? This looks like some sort of a fire extinguisher, sort of something. I came to this build, with good ideas, and now they are just plum. Don't know, I really don't know. But yeah, let's try with this as a backpack maybe. So what I'm doing in here, I'm just trying to cut it, so it's gonna be a little bit concave, so it's gonna stick better to the back of the lighter. So let's see. Oh, that was a pretty good cut. Let's try on the other side. Yeah, this plastic wasn't meant to be cut, but it is soft enough so it doesn't cause much of a hassle. Yeah. And well, I think that this might work. There's gonna be some sort of a power unit on the back of the little robot. And the most annoying thing would be if I never finished that robot and never posted this video, because I did really like my ramble at the beginning. Rambling at the beginning of the video. So yeah, there we have some sort of, let's say, power unit for it. Yeah, and I still want this to be a torso. So yeah. Actually, when I'm thinking about equipment, I think that I'm actually somewhat safe, because not too long ago I bought some of those stuff from Puppet Wars and other companies. So Cromlech, Puppet Wars as well. So I have some of this, nice looking grabber arms and so on. I know that they're supposed to be used for other minis, but sometimes when you're trash bashing, not everything have to be trash. Yeah. Like for example, this wire Yeah, from Goliath. I would never use it anywhere on them, but still it can be very useful. But yes, head. I have this, this is a button from the lighter. Click, click, click. And I'm thinking about using this as a head. Yeah, somewhat in here, but the piece in here which would work as a neck is a little bit too far back. So I was thinking about moving it forward. Hopefully this plastic is a little bit softer and easier to cut. Yes, it is. Okay. After, cutting the lighter itself, this was a pleasant surprise. The only issue is that I can already feel the texture underneath the lighter can be causing issues. But yeah, I'm thinking this could be the head of the scrapbot. So showing us, I don't know, post box or something. There we go. Now what else? Antenna, why not? So this is a Q-tip. I just use it up to clean up some stuff, mostly oils. But I have plenty of those Q-tips. And, when you have Q-tips, you can just get rid of some stuff and you're gonna have nice little piping for free. Well, not for free, for the cost of Q-tips, which cost $1.50 for a full box of them. So yeah, I would call it somewhat free. So we have one main antenna, and the second one may be in here, just like this, not straight. And now I have this. These are just, pieces of a sprue that was left inside of those little, not inside. When I bought all of the weapons, yeah, this was the sprue that was there. Just all the vents and so on. Oh, okay, I have you here. So yes, just want to fill this up. See, I'm not very good with tweezers. I know that plenty of miniature makers use tweezers a lot, and I understand why, because they are very handy in some situations. But when I'm recording, basically tweezers are my biggest enemy. They never work for me. So yeah. Okay. What else do I want there? Let's just add some super glue. Throw those pieces in. This robot gonna be a nightmare of sensory looking things, like ice. And of course we have the little pipe from the inside of the lighter. We can use that up as well to fill up that space. I don't know, because it is very soft and I don't know how well it's gonna take to super glue. But generally speaking, let's just try it. So if someone have the phobia of small rounded shapes, protruding from a post box looking heads, I would rather you not watch that. I know that there is a phobia of this little, of the holes. I don't remember how it is called, what it is called. I know that my wife for a fact probably knows. Tree-horse something phobia? But whatever, yeah. And there we have the head for that little robot of ours. Now, let me just think, what sort of transportation, how would he be moving along the area? You know, so far he is so good, but still, he should be able to move. Well, little jets would be nice, but he's already exceeding 28mm scale. And I think that, you know, Scrapbot, if he was this tall, wouldn't really be a giant issue. But my problem is, how will he move? And I have no concept for that, which is horrible. I usually have concepts for pretty much everything. Some sort of a concept, but not today. Maybe this is a housing for, what would you call it? You know, the little spinny, when you have the cars that you can push. This is the housing from one of those. So I'm just thinking, one on each side, maybe? Nope. Sorry, I know that most of the people count on quick videos, but my ones usually don't go as planned. Yeah, and you know, usually the plan is very vague in general. So yeah. Okay, so I think that this arm definitely kind of works. And then maybe some sort of a shooter arm on the other side. So I can... that would be probably even better if it was this way. But yeah, whatever. So this is gonna be probably a little flyer boy. Just because I figured out the way I want to do the moving part. I'm gonna have him having 1, 2, 3 little engines. Yeah, and generally it's just gonna help me to be able to actually have him stand on those engines. Not gonna have to build a giant flying base for him straight away, but you know, in the future, if I figure, well, the other way around, come on, Seb, think. That's gonna look better. In the future, if I'm gonna figure out, you know, that I want to make him a some sort of flying base, it ain't gonna be a massive issue, since he can still support himself on those 3. And of course, this is gonna allow me to add some piping, you know, which I know that I love, you know that I love, and I know that I love. And this definitely kind of throws me out of my comfort zone when it comes to building objects, because I actually never built a 3-legged robot. So yeah, we are here so far. Now the front, I'm gonna add this grate. I'm just gonna cut out the handle on it. It's gonna just give some sort of visual interest to the front of the robot. And I just lost my clippers, which is even greater. This is just my usual state of disorganization kicking in. I feel that I'm just too tired and too sick generally. Yeah, if not small clippers, then use something bigger. Yeah, and then we're gonna have a little bit more cleanup than usually, but yeah. I know that I was using them a couple of minutes ago to actually build a car, so yay me. So let's give him some interest at front. Yeah, this crate gonna definitely look interesting on him. Right, we have that. Now we need some piping, I think, to get this connected to the main engine. So I'm gonna be using the thicker ones, I think, because they're gonna be easier to fill up the space. Yeah. So the only thing I'm thinking is just, you know, I'm gonna probably need about 1, 2, 3 in each, just to fill up the space. Yeah. And what is the length of it? Not too much. So maybe this much. And the next one a little bit longer, just in any case, and the following one just a little bit, maybe the same. Yeah. And let's try the shortest one. Goes first into the hole, then stock it here, and then just a little bit of a super glue in here. And well, I think that maybe the other way around was actually smarter. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, let's just get this done. Hopefully this ain't gonna fall off straight away, because you know how it is. With my luck, everything is possible, and I just, because of adding this, I screwed up. Well, I managed to pull it off. Okay, so second one goes in, and I can push it further without breaking the piece, hopefully. Now the third one, I'm gonna add it somewhere here. Dum 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 dum. And hopefully let's just squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. There we go. Nice little pipes, which is great. And now let's do the same for the other side. So 1 and hopefully 2, 3. So 1 in here, and I don't even have to think about putting the super glue inside of the glue cap, which is great. Saves me a lot of mess and stuck together fingers. Well, this could probably use a little bit of super glue, because it is going everywhere and is fraying, and yeah, I already broke it. Why can't I be like other YouTubers who actually build everything, you know, without breaking it at the same time? I'm sorry to all of the YouTubers who actually, you know, do this hobby properly, you know, the video making properly. I feel ashamed of myself. Yeah, but let's get to the work here. Yeah, there is of course enough super glue to stock my fingers together now everywhere. So I'm not counting on ever being disattached from that model. Yeah, this is now part of me. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. You see, I'm just stuck to it straight away, yeah. And now my fingerprints are actually permanently on this one, in a form of super glue, of course. But yeah, let's just grab a lighter, hit it with the lighter to get rid of the frayed bits of the rubber bands, and there we go. Yeah, and of course my fingers, you can see super glue on the tip, because why not? All right, so melee arm gonna go here. It is actually wide enough so I don't have to worry about it. Wow, I was looking for that. And there we go. Some flat surface for super glue to stick to. And there we go, my melee arm is attached. And let's give it a few seconds, because I know that if I'm gonna start figuring out the range arm, I'm gonna break it straight away. So yeah, I have this shoulder pad that I made once from some pieces of plastic card. I'm thinking about adding this to this side. So I'm just gonna blob, of course, just tiny amount of super glue, yeah, not too much, not too excessive. It's gonna help, you know, with the mini looking a little bit more presentable. And now the range arm. And I didn't actually think about the weapons in general. What weapon would he use? And would he use a range arm? Would it be half range, half melee, or full melee? I have this and I have that. Maybe I can do this. And yeah, this is, you know, again, glue cap. This is something from inside of something. I don't even know what. So don't ask me. I think it was in a air freshener or something. I just cut it out because I thought it was a nice shape. I think it was inside of this air freshener thingy. Yeah, so this, and maybe then just put it like that. It looks like some sort of sonic weapon, so might be interesting. So yeah, let's just go with it. Hope for the best, expect the usual Armstrong shenanigans. So again, this, yeah. So let's just do a little bit of sanding in here. And this robot seems to be, you know, stuck together by chewing gum and spit. So yeah, definitely a scrap bot. Ah, now where do I have some paper towel? Nowhere to be found. Lovely. Yeah. Because the tip of the super glue just got stuck. Because why would I ever have a easy build? I'm sorry about complaining today. I just, like I said, I'm sick. And I'm building this just to relax before coming back to work tomorrow. Of course, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able, because I'm feeling like shed. Yeah, I don't want to use profane language, so let's say like shed instead of the other words. And tomorrow is bank holiday in Ireland, so my doctor's office is closed. So yay me. Awesome. Couldn't be any better. But yeah, so far we have a choppy weapon, some sort of sensor, giant sensor array, jet engines, a hole in the bottom, which I'm gonna ignore, and some sort of weird giant weapon system. Yeah, maybe it is just a listening system, nobody knows. Until it fires. And now, do I want to use some sort of a shoulder pad in here? This is always a question, shoulder pad or not shoulder pad. I would like to use a shoulder pad. The question is, can I? And you know, this cracking sound you can hear is the rest of the lighter. I'm actually trying to make a broken pieces out of it and see if I can make a shoulder pad out of it, which gonna looks like a broken one. Yes, this looks just right. I think that I actually have to cut this off. Yeah, so now it looks a little bit too symmetrical for this, what I wanted, but still kind of works. So you know, most of the pieces on that are actually lighter and super glue, so I guess, you know, fairly simple build. Oh, now it doesn't want to go because there is not enough contact points, so let's just hope this gonna find some. And there we have a shoulder pad added to it. And let's just add this after tiny modifications to the back of the head. Yeah. So what I need is to flatten this area. About this. Let's see now. Yeah. Now just 2 dabs of super glue. And let's go. Yeah, he looks very chunky. Yeah, without any better words for that. But this is my first scrap bot for my brand new, a somewhat Stargrave universe. Yeah, it's not pretty because it is a scrap bot, and they shouldn't be pretty. They should be scrap botty. Yeah. So now the only thing left is to paint it. So I'll be right back after I gray bomb it. Hey, so yeah, I noticed that I didn't press the record button. Yeah, this happened. So I decided on blue color because I was thinking, you know, what role of the robot it would take. And I was thinking about Fallout universe. So in Fallout universe you have 3 kinds of Securitrons. Yeah, one of them is yellow, which is a builder Securitron. The other kind is red, which is a firefighter Securitron, and the third kind is blue, which is a police Securitron. And I was thinking, you know, that because of the weaponry he have in here, it would be a police Securitron, or in this case, police bot. Yeah. So I throw the blue paint job on him, and you know, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I did use a paint that I never used before because I tend to buy paints whenever I'm really broke, and you know, I'm going to hobby store anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a paint because I want to support the hobby in whatever way I'm able. And you know, because the hobby stores are rare as they are, yeah, I don't want them to go out of the business. So I probably showed you already my paint collection. Yeah, it is quite extensive, and that's the simple reason because, you know, when I was going to the stores, yeah, I was having 2 options really: buy a pot of paint just to, you know, gave them, you know, some sort of a income from me. And I think that, you know, some of the store owners notice what I'm doing and did understand my intentions in the past, yeah. Or buy Magic the Gathering cards. It's not like I extremely enjoy the game. I did for a while, but then it got kind of tedious and more expensive than 40k. So yeah, I decided against playing Magic the Gathering. It seems like a fairly cheap game to start, and then you get sucked into buying more and more booster packs just to get the cards you want, and then turn out that the card you want is in 100 booster packs and you need 4 of it. So you try trading for them and they cost on the eBay like €100 each. And yeah, so definitely 40k in my opinion cheaper hobby than Magic the Gathering. Although Magic the Gathering have one plus: in the long run Magic the Gathering have bigger return on the investment. Yeah, because you can sell the cards after they are out of print or whatever, yeah. Now I'm thinking about the shoulder pads, because the jet's gonna have to be a little bit orangey. So what to do about shoulder pads? Maybe this one. Not 100% sure on it, and I'm speaking with a paintbrush in my mouth, so that's why I sound weird. But yeah, let's give it a try. I haven't used it in ages, so I just tried the shoulder pads like that, and they look awesome. I like the color. I like the fact, how damaged this looks. So I'm very happy with it. Yeah, but generally this kind of scrap bottish builds, I love them. I love all of the little scrap builds because they are just fun. You don't have to sacrifice a ton of time building them, and they do usually turn out quite well. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna be doing anything about this weapon. It is metallic, it looks good in my opinion. Yeah. And now the jet engines. And I have problem. I'm not very good at painting scorch marks or generally, oh my goodness, black paint, come on, straight away out of the pot. Games Workshop pots sometimes are just so brilliant that I want to smack whoever designed them. Yeah, I'm not very good at painting scorch marks, and probably most of you noticed that. Yeah, so I will try my best, but I don't promise anything. Yeah, I just gonna add a black paint to the top of my previous dry brush, to just show. I hope that I actually keep this in this viewer to just make it, darker, dirtier, whatever. Surprisingly, it takes a lot of the paint for that process to work. I'm almost done. And the same with the little bit of the engine here. Yeah, I think that this is pretty much it. And now to show them actually working, I'm gonna grab the orange and get rid of the most of the black from here. Okay, much more orange. Wow, this is a nice blob of paint. It just always, collects in the cup. What I want to do, just jet engine kind of blow up. Yeah? And like I actually need to watch some tutorial on how to paint the scorch marks, because I know that people do this with like purple and so on. I don't have a single clue how to paint that way. And I wish I could, because my god, they look beautiful. Yeah, whoever came up with this painting technique, you know, observing the real scorch marks, you know, mwah. Just perfect idea, perfect job. Yeah, I'm always so jealous looking at that. It's just, you know, like I said, I cannot actually paint that way, so only thing that left for me in that case is jealousy. But I'm a big enough man, you know, to admit it. I'm good with understanding when I'm jealous, and I am. Yeah. Like for me, my jealousy, whenever it comes to being jealous, is not about this what people have, but what people know. Yeah, the skills would be the stuff that I'm jealous of. I wouldn't be massively jealous of possessions. Yeah, because with possessions, if I work hard enough and, you know, figure out the right idea to, let's say, make a lot of money, I may have the possessions in the future. Yeah. And, you know, like, but just generally, you know, when people have those good ideas, have this, you know, skills that I'm missing, I am a little bit jealous that I didn't start working on them earlier, and that I didn't have idea to actually, you know, use this kind of skills or these ideas. So yeah, this is usually my kind of jealousy. But yeah, I think that this guy is almost done. Only thing is the black paint again. And do I have any kind of sponge around? I should have, but of course I don't know where it is, because my cleanliness issues, not cleanliness, tidiness issues. There it is. So, sponging. Yeah, the despised by me technique. Everyone knows that I'm not a huge fan of sponging, but in this case I will bite the bullet, because I think that it might be actually a good choice. Of course, if I can find my tweezers, which I was talking about in previous video, that I always misplace. Okay, let's ignore tweezers, because finding them would be probably no, that was quicker than expected. So yes, sponging, black paint. Yeah, and let's try to do some. Let's see. No, this is wrong. Let's stir it up. Let's now hope. Yes, this works. And now let's just do a little bit of sponging on this guy. Yeah, for this kind of random damage, sponging is the best, but you need to have light touch, and I tend to not have it. So that's why I don't like sponging. Yeah, it's not a good technique, not bad technique, not good technique. It's just me being horrible at it. You see? And this sponge isn't perfect. It should be more natural, more kind of tore up. So let's just hope for the best, expect the usual effects. Well, not so bad so far. It's just gonna add some visual interest to that guy. Okay, that's good enough. So now let's just get it a minute of drying and throw it on the spin table, and that's gonna be the video done. So here we have him, Earl, the security bot. Yeah, he is not built to walk, he's built to fly, but still can shout out some orders, and his sensor array is quite impressive. I think that I'm gonna have to add a little bit of dots on the eyes and just generally in there. But I have quite a lot of fun building this guy. It turned out that getting into my inner scrap builder is fun, and yeah, he still needs some finishing touches. Like I said, eyes need to be done. I think about adding some moss of him on top of him and so on, but I will have to start figuring out some sort of diorama to actually start adding those pieces into some terrain builds gonna come in the future for that. Oh, and my spin table just decided to turn off. Come on. Oh, I think that the battery is just dying, or it's just temperamental. Yeah, but generally I'm very happy with the little build. It took me probably more than I was expecting, more time, but there we go. He's next here to Space Marine. He's taller than Space Marine, chunkier than Space Marine. So yeah, definitely, they could technically work in the same universe. He would be scary in general. But yeah, if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and of course, share with your friends and family and whoever else want to watch it. And everybody have a great day. Bye.